What is up, everyone? If you are watching you're watching this for the first time on YouTube. We're bringing the pod in a video format, and if you've been listening to the pod that's been running since 2017, it's the Sight and Sound podcast, presented, of course, as you're on this YouTube channel, Heart Guide Media. If you're listening to the audio version, we thank you for being a loyal listener, and we all have faces for audio only, but hey, we're here anyway. Lou and Charlie rocking fucking hard stashes today. They
Beautiful
represent
facial hair.
bottom half zoom hard stashes tonight.
With the
Beautiful stuff.
kickstand.
Beautiful stuff.
Savor in the flavor. So yeah, so if you're tuning in to the YouTube version of this is the first time we've put the pod on YouTube format, aside from the Kate Hodge interview, which I posted that audio, gave a little intro for, but we've been doing this pod for close to 10 years. And we're gonna bring maybe all episodes, but at least some of them to YouTube format. With that said, me and these three gentlemen you see here, Mr. Eric Scott Tyler, who you've heard on the pod many times, Lou, Ramon's correspondent in the greater capital region for the podcast for the longest time. You've seen Lou on the channel already, and you've heard him. And of course, barber extraordinaire, my personal barber, my good buddy, Charles Laux, barber, also action movie enthusiast, as we all are. And this is the action movie syndicate corner of the pod, Sight and Sound pod. So, Sight and Sound pod, obviously, we do a lot of horror movies, we do a lot of genre movies, we talk artists, music. We get into a lot of shit, especially when it comes to like horror movies and stuff. That's where our bread's buttered, but also our bread is also buttered on an alternative, every other Saturday morning. We don't want butter. We want a little peanut butter on our toast, maybe a little Capty Crunch. And with that said, we call this the Action Movie Syndicate. And this is where the four of us get together and we talk action films. And if you've heard the audio episodes that we've done, we've covered a lot. We've covered Stone Cold, Bloodsport, Kickboxer, fucking Out for Justice, Black Dog. Black Dog's a great episode.
Classic.
Highly recommend watching that or listening to that episode, but you can watch this episode right here on the YouTube channel. We're doing Demolition Man from 1993 here today, baby. And holy shit, what a film. There was something about doing futuristic films in the early 90s that Hollywood couldn't get rid of. We were obsessed with what the future was going to be from Back to the Future on, from like mid 80s on, Terminator, Back to the Future. From that point on, Hollywood was obsessed with the future. How was everything going to look? We're going to be in fucking, we're going to be cryogenically freezing people in 1996 and thawing them out into a fucking new world in 2032. We are only 6 years away from 2032. Not every eating establishment is a Taco Bell, boys. So we have failed as a society.
The obsession with the future was wild, and it is interesting to see what people thought even 3 years ahead or 2032 of what was happening.
Yeah,
Although I feel like the future in this one, there are a lot of similarities
it's
of
cool.
what's going on.
For sure.
Not, obviously it's
Yeah,
out there, but there's some,
this one's closer than Jaws 19 in
Right.
2015. This one's closer than other futuristic movies. This one's probably the closest. But I will say this: what a goddamn cast! An insane cast we got here. An insane concept that is actually relatively simple, even though like there's some wild shit that goes on. It's pretty cut and dry. Like you don't need you don't need someone to really explain it to you. It's easy to digest. Wouldn't y'all agree?
Oh,
Oh
definitely.
yeah.
And
It doesn't overreach too
no,
much at all, and
no,
it's kind of a beautiful, simple plot with you mentioned the cast. It's crazy to think that you can have such a very simple a very simple concept with such a wide cast, and everyone
right.
plays their individual roles like perfectly. It's great.
No, they really do, and again, the early '90s just had a pleasant stink that I enjoy too. Obviously, we know the '80s did as well, but that was a vibrant toxic waste that we all enjoyed. But the early '90s, we're still trying to figure it out. Is flannel cool? Fucking Warrant and Winger aren't cool anymore. You know what I mean? We got a lot to figure out as the '90s roll on. But here we are in 1993. Before we get into that, Eric, tell us a little bit. We're all, Charlie, I know, big NBA guy. Him and I talk NBA in the ins and outs. Lou, I know you're a fan of baseball, football, basketball, as Eric and I are, and Eric even stretches into hockey, and I even. I'm not gonna lie, Sabres got a little further in the playoffs this year. I watched a little bit more hockey this year than I normally would. I'm not saying I'm a diehard hockey fan. I've just watched a little bit more of it, and I had fun watching it. But Eric, give us some insight into the world of sports in 1993.
For sure, for sure. So when I was looking back on this, I decided to go with the 1993-94 season. So some of the champions that were crowned might have happened in 1994, but it's from the 93 season.
Season, yeah.
The one I wanted to lead off with is because it hits home with you is the Buffalo Bills on their streak of losing Super Bowls, lost to the Cowboys this year.
Wait, hold on. You have
Hmm.
to say their streak of losing Super Bowls, not going to four consecutive fucking
Listen,
AFC
that's not
championship
that's
games.
not how
Perspective.
history remembers it, unfortunately. It's
All
really
right,
not the case.
continue with your slander.
No, but just really quickly, we saw the Rangers win the Stanley Cup. We saw the Rockets win the NBA Finals. We saw the Blue Jays
Mhm.
win the World Series.
Yeah.
1993 was kind of some expansion teams, and Lou will like this one. Colorado
Oh
Rockies, an
yeah.
expansion team. The Florida Marlins,
Yep.
and then in the NHL, we got the Anaheim Mighty Ducks and the Florida Panthers. So that was pretty cool. The start of the expansions, which we got some NFL teams in '95, I think it was. But um, we also saw the creation of UFC. The UFC was created
That's
in
right.
1993. Also, Major League Soccer was created in 1993 as well. Both, I think, were created at the end of the year. So kind of a big year. We also saw Dale Earnhardt win his sixth championship. So anybody who likes to put three for Dale up there, Dale
Yeah.
Earnhardt, 93 champion.
And
So
this is you got more?
no, that's kind of, I
Oh,
just wanted to touch on some of that. In my head, I thought there was an Olympics in
this
93, but that's
is
how old I am.
the 93, correct me if I'm wrong, the 93-94 season that's the lone Joe Montana Kansas City year, right?
I think it
Or was
is.
that
Yeah. I mean,
did he have two seasons at KC? I think he did.
I don't know. That's a good, you know what? I can't remember if it was one or two at the end of his career there, but I
Mm.
think it was like right in this range. So
Yeah.
Was 93 the last time the Knicks made the finals?
99 against the
99,
Spurs.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Can we
Uh,
just? I know people. I know
Congrats to
the.
the Knicks. I know Lou. I see
Crazy.
you posted about it. I didn't see it coming.
I just want to say one thing, and I'm not the biggest NBA guy, and we don't have to get a huge talk about sports, especially if it's not around the film. But how do you lose by 37 points in a conference championship game? Is just beyond me. And
They
it's
you
they
want
were
to know?
swept too, right?
Fraudulent ranking is in
Yeah,
placement and
and they
seeding,
were
dude.
swept, right? They got swept.
Yes.
You have
Yes.
because you have fucking James Harden on your team. That's how that
It's
motherfucker is built to lose in the playoffs.
it's
He
just
is
yeah,
he is the
brutal,
fucking MVP of
laughable.
losing in the playoffs. Charlie and I have watched many James Harden live playoff performances together and watched that motherfucker collapse
Fall right apart.
like the goddamn economy in the 70s.
Well, he would have been great in '93, I think. He's
Yeah,
not,
yeah, he would have been fucking fantastic. He wouldn't have won a fucking.
not in the greatest shape all the time. Can shoot some buckets.
I don't care. He wore a fat suit to get out of the Rockets. That was a fucking fat suit. You don't fucking get what do you get zumped up fucking on the
Listen,
the expedited Ozempic fucking.
being a portly individual like myself, I love it when there's an athlete that's got a little chub and can
I
still
want the
do
Bryant
something.
Reeves of the world fucking out there fucking.
Yeah, I need like,
I want a big
what
fat
happened to all
white
the
guy
fat
fucking
baseball
just drain
players?
you.
You know how many fat baseball players there were in 1993?
A
Dude,
lot.
All gone.
they're gone.
It's
And you
just,
know
Bring
what's
him back.
I want the David Wells,
yes.
that drink all night and then they have to go and pitch the next day. They don't remember the first like 5 innings. Like that's the type of shit that I love. Dude,
The white guys could never do that. Daryl Strawberry could be fucking tripping on LSD and fucking literally have like 7 RBIs in a fucking game and fucking just chasing down fucking pop flies.
That's the thing about the 90s in sports. That's the last era where there was still just so much. They were
Debauchery.
They were just
Wild
degenerates
West.
still doing it.
Wild West.
Mike J out there, greatest of all time, just out there gambling all of his money the night before, and then putting up 35 and 10.
Crazy.
So the world in sports in 1993.
93.
Baby. There we go. So this, as we dive in, the cast, insane cast. We got Sandra Bullock's tearing it up in the fucking once 93 came, she went on a tear of like this, Speed, fucking The Net. Remember The Net? Fucking
Net.
Practical fucking Magic. She was tearing it up.
Miss Congeniality.
Miss Congeniality. Honestly, I never thought myself as a Sandra Bullock fan, but I liked her in this one more than I even liked her in Speed. She was great in Speed, but like I thought I don't know, I liked her more in this. But she plays Lieutenant Huxley in this. She is like the main, the guidance to Stallone's character, who is Detective John Spartan. And Stallone also, hold on. I'll get to the cast first. There's so much to talk about. There's just fucking so much. Wesley Snipes, baby, playing fucking Simon Phoenix. He looks like a fucking Simon with this goddamn
like a
blonde
Simon.
ass hair. And fucking, he's a biocular albino, I think they call him. Nigel Hawthorne plays Dr. Raymond Cocteau. Who else do we get here? Fucking the dude who was Bob Gunton. What a name. Gunton. Bob Gunton plays Chief Earl, who is also, of course, people will know him as the warden in Shawshank. Most notably, we got Glenn Shaddix of Sleepwalkers fame, also Otho of Beetlejuice. He's in this. We're gonna get to the cuts,
bro. I gotta. When he walked on screen in a fucking kimono, I about shit my pants, dude. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?"
I dream to look the way Glenn Shaddix looks in this. I want
his character has the best haircut in the whole movie.
I don't even know what the fuck that is. It looks like he had a bubble bath, fucking like, fucking.
Up around his ear.
He's got like the brain surgery scar fucking haircut.
You couldn't have an early 90s film without Dennis fucking Leary either. Dennis Leary playing fucking Edgar Friendly cuts the Dennis Leary promo in the fucking film too. You want to fucking know something about fucking smoking? I fucking love smoking.
I feel like every time I watch this film, I forget that Dennis Leary is in this movie. Like,
Dave, I totally forget he's in there. He's just like, want to fucking talk about the collapse of society? Let's talk about society. We got firehouses burning down. We got churches burning down. Like, I love that they're just like, give us the Dennis Leary fucking thing. It's the same thing. Like, anyone named Dennis is going to just be themselves in whatever movie, i.e. Dennis Miller. What you got there? Crab cake? We're in Baltimore and we're eating crab cakes. Is that what we're doing, huh? A documentary on fucking Baltimore. That's fucking, you just get Dennis Miller being Dennis Miller, put him in Bordello Blood. Is he gonna try to act at all?
No, same character as Joe Dirt.
What we got here? Fangs and we're sucking on necks. This is Count Chocula here, man. But this is, who else do we got? Oh, Lou, you'll
Roger
appreciate
Podacter,
this,
dude.
as everyone else will. The tough cop he's billed as Troy fucking Evans, Roger Podacter from Ace Ventura.
Amazing.
That's why he killed Roger Podacter.
He found Captain Winky, dude. I don't think he's one of those people. You know how when you see I don't care when he started his acting career. I feel like he had the same fuzzy, bald-headed. Like, he just looks the same. He turned 25 and then never looked different from that point on.
Yeah,
Same build.
He's
haircut.
fucking pumping gas at fucking Red Apple. He's got the fucking crew cut.
Yep.
And he looks bewildered always.
Constantly.
We got fucking Bill Cobb's playing fucking the aged Zachary Lamb. Who the fuck else is in this? Let's see. YouTube, don't ding me for saying the F word 9 million times. Benjamin Bratt. This dude was in Blood In, Blood Out, which is a great prison movie that I absolutely love, also known as Bound by Honor. He plays Alfredo Garcia. They really stretched with that name.
Alfredo.
Yeah. Directed by Marco Brambilla. And this dude also directed Access Baggage, which is that Benicio? Benicio del Toro and Alicia Silverstone, Christopher Walken. The cast is crazy. Also, cameo appearances. Did you notice Jack Black's in this motherfucker?
He's one of the Wastelanders.
He's one of the Wastelanders sitting next to fucking Dennis Leary.
I saw that.
Yeah, you know what? I never knew that he was in this, and then this watch, I saw his, or maybe I looked something up online and I saw his name pop up.
What a 93 Jack Black had. Fucking Airborne in this. Crazy. Rob fucking Schneider playing the desk cop at the front entrance.
Deuce Bigelow himself.
Fucking Deuce. Straight Deuce. Who else? Do we have anybody else?
Apparently him and Stallone had some like synergy that was held over from Judge Dredd then, because I mean at that point
was Judge Dredd, it was 95, right? So this
was that 95?
Yeah.
I keep thinking that's late 80s.
So they fucking were doing Judge Dredd and they're fucking Stallone's in there with Sheila Jaffe or whoever the fuck cast Judge Dredd, and he's like, that little guy, I like him.
Dude, there must have been some like costume like design holdover too. I know obviously like Judge Dredd based on comics, but like this, if you really look at some of these like decisions that were made in this movie, it just doesn't seem too far off to put
a lot of similarities for sure.
I feel like someone's just like, hey, you know what this kind of reminds me of a little bit? Judge Dredd. Yeah, we should just I wouldn't be surprised if there was some set crossover too, fucking with props and shit too, for the futuristic shit. But yeah, man, what a wild cast. Super fun to watch, and like I never picked up on the Jack Black thing ever until this watch as well.
I saw it in the credits. I was like, it's got to be the same Jack Black, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know any other Jack Blacks, like
yeah. And then just a crazy cast. Big fan of it. But listen, the synopsis of the film, again, pretty cut and dry, pretty easy, not hard to digest. Simon Phoenix, played by Wesley Snipes, plays, mastermind criminal, tricks Stallone's character into, pretty much doing the wrong thing, cost lives of people, or were they already dead and they made it seem like Stallone blew them up without care. He's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna get you, and I don't care if everybody dies, and lied to everybody. So they sentence John Spartan to be cryogenically frozen in a suspended animation state, which you later find out that you're conscious the entire time. Why on earth? I'm going to get into it. Hold on. I'll wait. I'll finish the synopsis. Anyway, they unthaw him because Simon Phoenix is back and been unthawed as well, and he's wreaking havoc, and chaos ensues, and little do we know the leader of San Angeles, that's it, right? San Angeles, the newly renamed and rebranded Los Angeles. Crime is now a thing of the past. Bad things for you are now a thing of the past. It sounded good until they said no caffeine and no swearing. I was on board as a vegetarian straight edgeman. I was on board with the no meat, no smoking, no alcohol. I was on board. And then I heard no caffeine. I was like, all right, we're getting a little wild here. What about iced tea? Not the wrapper, but the beverage. And then swearing. Come on now. What are we, not a colorful society? Anyway, anything bad for you. Fucking salt. They have sex with headsets on. No physical contact. It's considered primitive. everything that was bad. They have museums of what society used to be, and they paint current day society back in 1993, or in their case 1996, and current society when the film comes out, as primitive, as archaic, as barbaric. And the new society is very clean. Cops have no clue what to do if crime happens, because there is no crime. There wasn't like there wasn't people being injured back. The last time people were like died by, someone else's hands was 2010. We're in 2032, and you soon find out the leader of San Angeles is possibly behind it all. And they reanimate John Spartan to take care of Simon Phoenix, because he was the last known cop to take care of this scumbag. And obviously, Sandra Bullock, Benjamin Bratt, their characters have fun learning what it's like to be a primitive cop like John Spartan, and we see what happens from there. So, pretty digestible concept. It's not too like, and it's fun. I think they made it like, honestly, they almost made it where like I think teens could like it. And even like, I remember as a kid watching it and just liking the futuristic elements to it. But as far as that goes, we're going to get into it in a second. The entire film, the breakdown. But gentlemen, what do we think of the overall, the setting, the idea of the film?
To your point, go ahead, Charlie.
I was just gonna say, I love that they're all wearing kimonos in the future.
What's the kimono? They're like, that's something that they view as like elegance, I guess. I don't know.
Is it? And I'm wondering too. Is like, does that have something to do with the close proximity to like Japan, like
yeah.
in California, and there's influence. They're a peaceful society. Like, they're kind of riffing off of that whole like, it's a society of respect, and like,
right.
I don't know, and I would be interested to see what that creative direction would be, because it's a bold choice. Mm-hmm. It's a very bold choice. But it's an easy ass like concept to get behind. It's super dystopian, and it's kind of interesting. Eric, I know like you'd kind of hit around it. Like there's a few more things that are on point with this one and some of the other ones, like your Fifth Elements or like fucking Brazil or something like that. Like there's some pretty odd like self-driving vehicles and all of this shit, like in awareness of like, I don't know, like, the environment. I do want to talk about the three seashells thing at some point. I feel like I have to loop back around that. But Charlie, go ahead. I fucking cut you off there, but I'm sorry.
Oh, I was also just going to say, I thought it was really interesting that it almost kind of touches on like they're in like a dystopian futuristic society, and they all live in like this Zen state, and they're not really like confronting crime or anything like that, and they don't know what to do when that happens. But like, it's like when they see the Wastelanders come out when they're at the restaurant, and they just witness them, do all kinds of stuff, and they're just like, oh well, they need that, so they just kind of accept that horror for like the like elegance that the society provides. And it's almost like it's a very subtle, like horrific thing in a funny movie.
It's honestly though, when you hear about stores being looted randomly, with people running into stores and just looting these stores, where like, as we know, and I think we've even talked about it, our collective, people that were pricing things in their stores at prices that would merit that being grand larceny, and then if you came to the counter, you'd pay the regular price, in order to reprimand people that were just destroying these shop owners and stealing and stuff like that. Is that not kind of a play on like a commentary of what, I mean, obviously they had no idea what would be happening in current day, and not to say that hadn't happened back in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s, but we see it more now, at all angles of the country. We see stuff like that all the time. And what's the Zen thing to say would be like, well, they needed that. But I mean, you still need law and order to a degree. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for sprinkling a little anarchy on stuff. I'm all about it. But anyway, I digress.
No, that's like the opposite direction, where it's just like, And that's a, you mentioned the Dennis Leary thing. It's like he's like, I don't need to have somebody tell me what is best for me. And yes,
Right.
there's the convenience of like, well, there's no crime and we're all eating healthy and we're not swapping bodily fluids like anymore, like the Neanderthals. Even like bad language, and
Yeah.
the crazy thing is the social credit score like system or whatever, where you're like charged. That's like super creepy and super real in places like China. They're trying to implement
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that. So it's like it's kind of this rejection. I would be interested to see like what are these other cities like? Is this literally just like a pseudo religious zealots
Yeah. They don't.
compound of a city?
Did
Like,
you notice too when they say that about Cocteau? They
mhm,
don't ever mention like a president or anything. They talk about him as the leader of San Angeles, and they
correct.
never talk about the country as a whole. They only focus in on Los Angeles, which I think is very interesting for a
Mhm.
multitude of reasons we could get into right now. But I think it's funny. I think because New York, Los Angeles, the two big ones, obviously, seen as the meccas of culture in the United States, New York and LA. And I think because this is 100% correlated to the LA riots,
Mm.
about how crazy and violent the LA riots were going on after the Rodney King incident and the scumbag cops that attacked Rodney King. That was 110% the craziness of the LA riots in the early 90s. I mean, that launched Cop Killer with Ice-T. That launched a myriad of other things. They comment on LA riots in Predator 2 when Predator 2 came out.
Mm.
And Predator 2 came out in 1990. They were talking about riots in LA in 1990. That was before the Rodney King thing happened, because I don't think the Rodney King thing happened until what, 91, 2, right? It was like 92, I think. Might have been 93. No, it was 92, I think.
I think you're on. I think you're on to something with that because you got to think it. You got to think of it in relation to O.J. Simpson, because then that had ripple effects for that trial.
91, March of
91.
91. So you got, I mean, when did this start filming? A year before it was released. So they were right in the middle of after, the all the Rodney King controversy that was going on. But anyway, uh again, I digress. I do find it funny though that they never talk about the rest of the country. They only focus in on San Angeles, formerly Los Angeles. But regardless, we're gonna get into the full film breakdown, but let's discuss some cuts. Let's get discussing cuts with Chuck. Charlie, as the barber extraordinaire of the Action Movie Syndicate faction of the Sight and Sound podcast, let's talk about the haircuts in this film. What do you got?
They're great. I actually we did touch on Glenn Shaddix has the best haircut of the movie as Associate Bob.
Yes. A
He's
two-tone.
got like the two tone. He's got like the brain surgery scar over the ear.
Yeah.
I love that. Everybody's got their sideburns jacked up way over their ears, like they just shaved their face for the first time.
Oh yeah.
And I really liked how they did Dennis Rodman's hair, or sorry,
Dennis Leary.
Wesley Snipes' hair
Oh,
actually reminded me of a Dennis Rodman haircut, is what I was
Yeah.
about to
that
allude to.
100% is a Spurs era Dennis Rodman
Yes,
cut.
I feel like there may have been some influence after watching this movie. But I honestly liked how, and I always like how they do haircuts in futuristic movies. They always do something interesting and weird that's almost like
Yeah.
unnecessary and people would never do.
Like
Um,
Fifth Element is a great
yeah,
example of that.
it almost
Yes.
made me think of how they're coming out with like these robots that are supposed to be like robot barbers or whatever that hold a pair of clippers that just jack people's hair up. And it's like, I wonder if that's what they have going on in this movie, since maybe it would be some kind of like sinful thing to go see a barber or something like that.
Oh, that'd be
Or
funny.
like no fluid transfer. They're probably not cutting like each other's hair, right?
Oh my God, your worst
Um,
nightmare.
so they're probably sitting down and getting one of the robo haircuts with the haircut
Good
helmet.
point. Good
Too
point.
funny. Stallone's got a pretty like he's got like the action move the action figure haircut where it's
Oh
like
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it's He
That's like, yeah, just slicked right back. It looks like your main character, protagonist, hero, like
yeah.
standard style. Like
He is in Perfect Dark. He is in GoldenEye.
I actually,
Fucking
you said Dennis Leary. He actually has an awesome cut in this movie. I really like that.
Got the
It's like
flow.
yeah,
that's kind of something that's coming back around like nowadays.
yeah. He's got like the middle part shag. Fucking
Yeah.
They probably asked him to
Honestly,
cut his hair, and he was like, "Nah, I'm just gonna keep it."
and
yeah,
and now that we're talking about that, the way all the Wastelanders have like kind of normal haircuts, and like all the people who are in like the high society have all these ridiculous
yeah.
hairstyles and everything
Yeah.
like that.
They look.
That's something I'm just kind of putting together as
Yeah.
you're talking about this.
They're the ones that look like
And
total fucking assholes.
maybe there's some truth to that. I don't know. Like if you open a magazine or watch an award show or something like that, they have
Yeah,
ridiculous hairstyles. And look at us, we're all handsome guys.
yeah.
We we got our stuff going on. So
Exactly.
so I always do enjoy how they do futuristic hair in these kind of movies. It
Yeah,
almost
it's
makes me wish I could get on the set of one of these and just do some cool
that would
futuristic bowl
that
cuts
would
or
actually
something
be
like
fun.
that.
Be like, we need a fucking wild cut. What do you got for us?
We need someone to look like a friar, like what's his name, Doctor, what's it, Cacho, or I don't know how to say that, but
Cocktail.
Cocteau, yeah. I forget the actor's name, but he's kind of got like the friar thing going
Yeah.
on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, big
A
time.
lot of good ones though.
Yeah, it was a super fun film for cuts for sure. Lou, what do we got for Lou's motion picture product placement?
Dude, there's so much going on. There's a couple really that I wanted to key in on. First of all, this is the first time I've seen in a movie where just the brand name itself and not the actual products that the brand features
Right,
survive.
right.
So it's not like it's someone sitting there like we're going out for dinner at Taco Bell and getting a Crunchwrap Supreme and looks directly into the camera, right? And then you see all the bags and it's like that's bizarre. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that where
No, no, it's interesting.
it's just the name. The second piece is that there is no fucking way in hell that Taco Bell is surviving the franchise wars, hands down. I don't care. I don't care who you are. That is not surviving. I don't know Et or Charles. I don't know where you sit with that, Jesse. No, you're
I'm
vegetarian. I
I'm
don't
a,
know.
I'm an
If you're
ex
going,
I'm an ex
go ahead.
because of the celiac. I'm an ex Taco Bell guy, but
Okay.
I am pro Taco Bell. But I now it doesn't matter because I can't have it anyway. So I'm fucking um Taco Bell's gone. Fucking McDonald's has got to get a fucking McDonald's in the States still does not actively have. I think
No.
maybe one or two locations they have a vegetarian option. I think. But it's not like actively promoted or anything. McDonald's is like completely anti vegetarian or vegan, which is fine. But as we know, McDonald's would dominate the fucking the fast food war.
Unfortunately.
Without
Unfortunately. But the other thing, so that office with all of the 90s stuff in there, I'll just quickly go through the ones that I had seen in there. Two of them in particular stuck out because there's the obvious ones, like the Lethal Weapon 3 poster.
that.
So there is a band called Bomb there's a framed poster for Hate Fed Love. And I actually looked it up. So they're kind of like this like Smashing Pumpkins rip off like San Francisco based band,
Okay.
which is an odd choice because then on the other side of the room there's like Red Hot Chili Peppers, so it's like who the fuck is Bomb, you know what I mean? So but anyway, the other interesting piece, so obviously this movie came out in 93 and it took place in LA allegedly. At the time the Raiders were playing in LA. In 1996 when the movie is alleged to take place, they're in Oakland. They're back in Oakland, which
Yeah.
is an interesting little like spin on that where it's like, ha, bet you didn't think these fuckers were going back to Oakland. It's like, no fucking city wants these assholes. Get them. Who the fucking Raiders, dude? So outside of that, I also found it interesting that this movie was so confident in the future, maybe not like, trying to be literal about it, but like, it's so self-aware that it's like there's fucking Jackie Chan references. Like this exists in a universe where fucking Scarface was a thing. You know what I mean? They're dropping in
Right.
Star Wars references. Arnold Schwarzenegger in politics, like that. I loved all these little tidbits where it's like, okay, so Taco Bell survived the franchise war, debatable, but then it's like Schwarzenegger's president, maybe based on the current brain capacity of certain pockets of the United States, possibly, and it's just all of these different things amalgamate. So The last thing. Jeffrey Dahmer was considered being thought out by our boy Phoenix. So
Yeah,
that's
which I thought was
an
this
odd
is like
choice.
this is like a year before he is killed in prison too.
Yeah,
Because I think he was killed in prison in '94.
he just wanted some zombie friends, you know.
What was his line too with Jeffrey Dahmer? I love
I
that.
love that guy.
I love that.
Yeah, I love that guy. It's like, why?
Yeah, kind of an odd drop in of all the people to bring up.
Correct.
And in the international version, because they did not think the rest of the world would understand or be on board with the Taco Bell thing. In the international version, it's Pizza Hut, and it's Pizza Hut won the international food war or franchise wars or whatever. And the Arrow version has the international cut, and they just sloppily in that cut they just sloppily
They like ADR it.
yeah they just dub over Taco Bell. Please join me tonight in Pizza Hut. Like,
come on.
Is like Pizza Hut, like
And they definitely didn't survive then.
Yeah.
They don't even
Listen, there was a moment though where Pizza
There
Hut
was a moment.
Pizza Hut though. Apparently the dude's bringing it back. Did you see that?
Yes, I did see that. I
just saw, like, it's funny we bring it up because I think it was like Syracuse.com or something on social media was like the last Central New York Pizza Hut closes.
From Route 11.
See?
With the pagoda style roof and everything.
It's part of all of our childhoods in some way or another.
Last buffet.
Dude, BT was sending fucking Josh out to get Pizza Hut like just a couple years ago. I was like,
they're driving all the way. Yeah.
Remember we were talking to him one night in the group text. You're like, Eric's like, what's everyone eating for dinner? Brian's like, Pizza Hut. We're like, where?
They're driving from Tip Hill in Syracuse to Oneida to pick up Pizza Hut, and I was just like, that just seems wrong. It just seems wrong.
And you're not going to Pepe's. You're driving to fucking Oneida. You're not going
that's
to
another
Pepe's.
thing.
Right next to Pepe's.
It's heresy, dude. Anyway, that's what I got for product placement. I'm glad you pointed that out about the Pizza Hut thing. I will say, in the defense, I guess, of that decision, the only thing I'll say is when they put the plates of food down in front of them, that could be a passable small slice of pizza, maybe. You look at it, it's like little triangles, and I'm like, what the
fuck?
It's
like sushi.
Yeah, yes, it's a delicacy. But then again, Pizza Hut did Back to the Future Part 2.
Yeah.
I'm going there. Yeah, dude, the future is obsessed with Pizza Hut. Even fucking doesn't survive.
Yeah.
Like,
although the idea of putting a tiny pizza into an oven and then it coming out big is amazing. So
that's the gas station dick pill of pizza lovers right there. Like that's it.
That's crazy.
All right, gentlemen, let's get into the film a little bit. Simon Phoenix, he's obviously a deplorable criminal. He's out of his goddamn gourd. Later do we find out he wants to unfreeze fucking Dahmer for whatever reason. He sets fucking Stallone up. Stallone's gonna close in on him and get him. He has people captured. They never say whether or not it's implied that he already killed him, and he had his men in there to confuse Stallone. Stallone blows the fuck, they end up blowing the place up, and he lies to Stallone's, whatever you want to call them, sergeants or whatever. And it's just like, yeah, this motherfucker knew. He didn't give a fuck. He just wanted to get me. So they cryogenically freeze him as his prison sentence. Why the hell did they're just like, Sly, just do like a Rocky 3 face when you're in there, and they freeze him.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate
decision.
How do you freeze a mid over the top face? Like, what are you doing? Thankfully we didn't have to see. I'm sure there's a segment of people that would have loved to have seen Sly's ass. You could watch his.
We saw his fucking gooch. I saw some dick outline in there, and I'm like, hey, this is such a weird area. It's such a weird time period when every action star, fucking Bruce Willis in Pulp Fiction. Why do I got to see the side of your wiener, dude? Like, I don't need to fucking see that.
Did we see it in Pulp Fiction?
When he's in the shower and he's talking to his girlfriend, I swear to God, you either see hit a ball, or you see part of his dick. He's drying himself off. Go back and watch it. There's part of a dick in it. And
Who
in
is
this,
the spreading? Who is the spreading cheeks in Point Break?
oh,
Is it Keanu Reeves?
was
Oh,
it?
it
Oh,
is
yeah.
when he's in bed with Lori Petty.
Yeah.
No, on the security cam footage, one of them moons the camera, and you basically see
Was
like
that
their
Fleet?
whole ass crack. Might have been Fleet.
Probably was Flea, that gross motherfucker. It probably was him.
Just came to mind.
So Stallone's cryogenically frozen in the over-the-top face in 1996. Takes place obviously 3 years into the future of what current day is. Then the film comes out in 1993. Frozen until 2032. The futuristic stuff, like we were saying, some of it's not far off, some of it's way far off. It's just kind of how the future goes. The talking like videos in cars, like that shit was in Austin Powers too. Like there isn't talking videos in cars because it's deemed as a safety hazard. There we are trying to fucking make society perfect. Fucking again. Um, Anyway, LA is now San Angeles. It's a restored, as we were saying. There's no violence, there's no crime. It's all about elegance and doing the right thing. You're not eating salt because it's bad for your blood pressure. You're not doing anything that's bad for you. You only do stuff that's good for you. Only positivity and light, and you're in fucking Super Mario World, but with no goddamn Bowser. So, Sandra Bullock, maybe the best she's ever looked is in Demolition Man. Maybe I'm off. Maybe I didn't get enough. She didn't do it for me in Speed. For some reason, her acting and the way she looks, not that that's a determining factor in anybody's abilities as an actor, but she's looked great in this. And she's got that bob hair. That bob haircut was so 90s.
Mhm.
That was like the Natalie Portman in the professional hair that like everyone had. And granted, maybe I should actually, even though that's a more popular reference, I mean, maybe we should be crediting Sandra Bullock with that little bob, the mom bob.
Her in Speed 2, I will say, is up there for
Wait,
me.
is she in Speed 2?
Yeah.
With Jason Patrick, she's in Speed 2?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Willem Dafoe.
she's the girl with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
She returned, but Keanu didn't. What the fuck was Keanu
Correct.
doing where he couldn't come in?
Fucking Johnny Mnemonic, dude. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, he said fuck it.
Fuck
He said fuck it. I wonder what the backstory is on that. That's another time, but why didn't he come back for that? We have to dig into that.
There is something there. I did look it up at one point. There is a story there, but we can
Interesting.
continue. Yeah.
But Sandra Bullock is like pretty much like who he is, who Captain John Spartan, when he's thought out to come after Phoenix. We got Bob Gunton playing, who was the warden in Shawshank, is the
Gunton.
police
That
chief.
is the way to enunciate that bat. By the way, Gunton.
What's your name? Oh, it's Bob. Bob Gunton.
Gunton.
But we got of course, we got Roger Predactor, Dennis Leary, who obviously was one of the kings of the 90s. And we said he's the front desk future cop. Oh, Rob Schneider. Cars have, what are they called? The not the Titus O'Neil hootie hoo. But the car doors that
the DeLorean has. I don't know.
Yeah, the DeLorean. But what are they like wing
Butterfly?
Fly wings, or butterfly doors, or whatever the fuck they're called. I almost had suicide doors, but suicide doors are just the doors that open. Yeah.
The front ones and the back one face each other and they open like fucking like this.
Yeah, but the cars the cop cars actually kind of look like Teslas. They actually don't look dissimilar from like a Tesla Model 3 or whatever
they do.
The fuck there.
They do have that Tesla look.
No meat, no drugs, no swearing, no fucking salt, no caffeine, no nothing. So anything that was like deemed like a possible vice or frowned upon in any sense is not, you get cited for it. If you cop swears, is that anybody that swears you get a citation? Or is it just cops? Because they only show like Stallone saying motherfuck and fuck this.
Well, no, because remember fucking numbnuts, Phoenix was at the little kiosk and he kept goading it.
Oh yeah,
So it's got to be everybody.
So you're getting ticketed for anything you do. So you're black market you're getting, if you want a nice chocolate chip cookie. Did they discuss desserts in this? Is that considered like a gluttonous sin to have desserts? So is there no desserts in the future?
I would
gotta
say no
imagine.
desserts.
Desserts are like nice, like that. There's nothing nicer and more elegant than a fucking caramel salted fucking chocolate chip cookie.
Listen, man, fucking Taco Bell survived the franchise
Yeah,
wars.
we
Ain't
got a lot.
nobody
We
eating
got a lot
fucking
more.
desserts, dude. There's larger issues at play here.
That's so fucking true. So you're getting cited for anything. Cops are nice and respectable, as we know. Not necessarily the fucking case in 2026.
No.
Maybe by the time we get to 2032, they're looking at a manual on how to handle situations. uh, Again, not saying that's all cops. Not saying that's all. But I once got pulled over by a cop and asked if I had drugs in the car. When I literally, and granted, he doesn't know that I don't do drugs, but that was the first thing he said. I had a fucking Smith shirt on. Yeah, I got a fucking.
Assumptions were made, Jesse.
I would
Assumptions
imagine
were
that he
made.
didn't know about the Smiths, but it would have been sick if he did. Kind
This
of.
kid's got a Smith shirt. What are you on PCP?
Get out of the car, buddy.
What do you got in there? Some black tar heroin? You fucking Morrissey lover. Anyway, Stallone goes to take a shit. There's no fucking wipes in there, and he walks out and he says, there's no toilet paper in there.
He's got an ass full of shit. He's got an ass full of shit. Put his pants back, pulled his undies up, walked back out, completely dressed. He's walking around with a shit full of ass. Or an ass full of shit. Think about it. Shit full of ass. Think about that. Like, that drove me nuts. I couldn't get I like hyper fixated on that. I'm like, he didn't even try to use the fucking seashells. He's just walking around with crap.
Confident man right there.
And that becomes like a laughing point where Rob Schneider even gasses him and says, he doesn't know the seashells. He doesn't know the 3 seashells. And actually in the Arrow special edition that I got, you actually got stickers with the 3 seashells on it as one of the fucking
That's
things.
funny.
It's a nice touch by them. But they never explain the 3 seashells, which is really funny. And I actually like that they never explain it. Like, I have no fucking clue what you could do. And I think it had to have been an inside joke. You would assume, right?
Well, the only thing that I can think of is the term short end of the stick or whatever comes from, like, at one time people used to fucking comb their asses with sticks. And you get to the short end of the stick, which means there's shit.
The shit end of the stick.
Right. There's shit caked up around the areas. So you'd be using this little area that has no shit but other people's shit on it. So all I can imagine is, like, you're either scooping with the shell, the crap from your ass, maybe, or it's like the rough side of it. Like, I don't know, man. I don't want to think about it.
I think I figured it out. I think they were rigging up a bidet with these things.
A bidet? Like,
Yeah,
those
like a
buttons?
bidet, like a waterfall bidet.
Like, those were the buttons to use the bidet?
Yeah, maybe.
Word.
I don't know.
Did the bidet, is the bidet of French origin? Bidet.
Yeah.
It's spelled.
Right.
Probably.
It's gotta be.
Because I know I think they did have a lot. The bidet stuff became popular over in, like, Asian culture, and that would tie in with some of the other Asian influence we see in this modern society. So I don't know, but
I wonder why America hated the bidet. I'm all for it.
It's a great invention.
That's the thing, though.
Great
Like,
invention.
Doesn't make any sense.
I'm all for a bidet, but I don't know if I got one that's got enough power. I'm not trying to listen, and I'm not.
He
trying
doesn't
to
need an electric one. He needs the gas power.
I need the gas-powered fossil fuel burning one.
I'm not trying to fucking.
The
I'm not trying to
super
turn
soaker.
myself into a fucking water balloon, but
The super
like,
soaker of bidets.
I need a fucking goddamn James Street car wash. Fucking pressure. I need
20,000 psi.
I want to tear off some fucking goddamn algae. But anyway, so they talk about there's the big earthquake of 2010 that wrecked a bunch of shit. Guns are in a museum. Cops do not use guns anymore, which is a huge fucking problem. I mean, granted, cops have more than abused their power with guns, but imagine a society without guns. I mean, yes, in theory, the idea is great, but Simon Phoenix shows up and you don't have a fucking gun. You got a fucking seashell and you got Glenn Shadix's goddamn hairdo to fucking defend crime. Um, anyway, so like I loved the Hall of Violence where they showed like, it was like, it's like fucking, it was to compare it to like caveman drawings. It's like, hey, there's graffiti. This is the Hall of Violence, and this is what it looked like when the world was primitive and violence reigned supreme, and it was an unruly civilization. I actually thought that that was one of the coolest aspects of the film, was being able to go to a museum and see like the Hall of Violence where there's guns and brutality and like the way, Earth is. To see that encapsulated in like, hey, this is what it used to be. It makes you wonder like, hey, will we ever get to that point? Unfortunately, I don't think we ever will, gentlemen, but
If
what
we
did
do get to that point, they probably would put like our eras of our high schools in like somehow. Like this is the
Oh
shit
yeah.
that happened at these high
Yeah.
schools this time. They'd be
I
like,
just I just went to a fucking pirate museum and they talked about one ship, the I can't remember the name of it, the Uda,
Wu
whatever it was.
Tang.
Whatever one it was, that is what they would do. They would bring people in and be like, "This was Canastota High School." There was
This
many
is
things that happened in this high school, all frowned upon, modern civilization.
this is the scene where the Basilio boy hit the Batsford boy in the head with the wrench.
He once put a socket inside a tube sock and swung it and hit him and cracked him over the head, bleeding profusely. Um, this is this is the what the fuck did they call it? This is something they called the form room, where friends of Edward Ackerman threw fake blood on him and he ran down screaming to the music teacher, causing a panic.
Crazy.
Um,
Crazy.
anyway, so I loved that like whole aspect of the Hall of Violence and showing like pretty much our culture then and now in a museum of like this is not how it is anymore. And we get a great fucking when Stallone starts getting a slice of what modern life is. He hits a great one liner where he goes, "Somebody put me back in the fridge." And there wouldn't be an early to mid 90s action movie with Stallone or Arnold without one of those classic fucking one liners. So, what do you guys think of the mayor slash governor, the Dr. Raymond Cocteau? And he was the builder and the inventor of the cryogenic freeze prisons and shit.
It's perfectly dystopian in all the right ways because it checks off boxes of like I'm kind of a religious leader. I'm a leader in like philosophy and this like forward thinking. So it's kind of cool that it's not just like an uber politician. It's like I'm a politician. I'm also a faith leader. I also adjudicate like the law or what is right, morally right and wrong. So it's like instead of having a bunch of people, it's like, no, this is your despot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is your leader. So I thought that was a great choice. It was perfect. And as you had said, Jesse, when we were talking earlier, we don't know what's happening outside of this city. And what I find interesting is when like I think Phoenix says at one point he's asking for other cities, and it's like, so are they all independently ruled by people like this person?
That's the vibe I got.
Yeah. So I don't know. I liked that. I thought that ambiguity was kind of cool to explore because we're having this conversation right now. So I like that.
It almost felt to me like a Vatican City kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I like that actually. I never thought about it that way. Um, and that's honestly, maybe they didn't dive into other cities because maybe they thought, hey, let's don't touch on other cities. We'll keep it to former Los Angeles because there could have been, because if this film would have done, I think it did all right. I didn't look up. Actually, I'll look it up while we're talking, but I don't think it did good enough, obviously, to warrant a sequel. But you could have went to other cities and seen, like, hey, every city's run different. You could have easily done a Demolition Man too, where fucking Simon Phoenix's fucking brother is now fucking, in Chicago doing something.
Yeah, Chicago, New York City. That's an
Yeah.
interesting point. Yeah, that would have been really cool to see like a sequel in a different part of the country.
So
it might even be like a level of like isolationism that just like contributes to the like Zen culture that they're trying to
yeah,
have. Like they just pretend nowhere else exists.
and,
Right.
and you
Kind
don't
of thing.
want influence from other cities and other leaders, so you just
Yeah.
govern your city because it's not even state, it's literally by city. Um,
Oh, that's a good point too. That's another good point that they
so
don't.
I wonder also if it's a commentary on how out of control Los Angeles got in the early 90s, that they're like, we're building our perfect city in our perfect city, and we're not letting anything else in it because our city's going to hell. I wonder if there's a commentary on that. I'm sure there has to be. Filming, let's see. Budget 57 million, grossed opening weekend in US and Canada, so North America, 14.2 million.
Oh,
Gross is 58. Yeah, it barely covered the spread. It was 57 million and it made 58, a little over 58 million. So that's what I don't get too, is they made it a point to point out the international cut. I wonder if the international cut didn't come out in theaters and only came to home video, because this says gross US and Canada 58 million dollars and some change. And then it says gross worldwide $58 million and change. So it must have not theatrically came out in international versions. So that's why it was easy to dub over just for home video or whatever in the international versions, or later come out at a later date or whatever. But it looks like it didn't come out in anywhere but the US, and it it bombed. I mean, it it covered $1 million more than what it should have been, but you got to make 3x to be considered, I think, successful. So didn't do well. As we said, Taco Bell has won. We talked about it. Taco Bell won the franchise wars. Take that for what you will. They wouldn't win them now, taking the fucking nacho fries away, putting them back on, fucking playing games, fucking. They're a goddamn Backstreet Boys song if I ever heard one. International cut, as we said, Pizza Hut. The Arnold, the mention of Arnold being president. They made
dude.
that guy president. Uh,
Always got to work it in there somehow. There's always got to
oh
be some jab at a fellow action star. It's great. I kind of like that. I kind of like those subtle like nods. It's great.
yeah, and they did it. Didn't they? They did it in Last Action Hero, where they made Stallone was the Terminator in Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Didn't they also do something like that in Tango and Cash as well? I know he mentioned Rambo, so
He
he's
says Rambo's
referencing
a pussy
Yeah.
or
yeah.
something like
So,
that.
so it's like he's
Yeah.
trashing his own
They drop
movies?
Rambo in
Takes
this
the
as
piss
well.
out of himself.
Yeah.
I like that. I have heard multiple things that he doesn't like people looking at him on set, and he's banished people from set.
Banished people?
Yeah.
Is he a fucking wizard?
Yeah.
Banishing people? What the fuck is that?
Ah!
Be gone, you! Like,
Yeah, we gotta banish that guy.
hey, you gotta banish this guy.
He rolled it there. I ate the sausage sandwich, and I had the stuff dripping from my lip, and we gotta banish him. Um, uh, yeah. So we find out, Simon Phoenix starts, looking like he's gonna, roll up on Cocteau. And then we find out, like, hey, they know each other. They're familiar with each other. And it's easy to decipher right then, like, oh, Cocteau's behind all of this. Like, it's all him. Like, it was easy to decipher pretty quickly, which I like. Not that I'm a goddamn simpleton idiot, but I can be. I want to be a simpleton idiot sometimes when I watch a film, because and I'm not saying like, oh, I don't want anything crazy to happen, but like, I think it's cool, like, because then it progresses the story for me to watch it and be like, oh, okay, so he's in on it, and I don't have to. But you could also pull a fast one and have him not be in on it if you want to go that route and whatever. But I like, again, we've talked about it on when we've talked before, guys. What is the greatest ingredient for a great action film is simplicity.
Mhm. Agreed.
Revenge,
100% simplicity, a good
revenge,
villain.
yeah, revenge, tale as old as time, stop good versus evil. Perfect recipe.
If I could just say too, I think like Wesley Snipes is such. I mean, he is hilarious. Like he is such a great villain,
He really
and
is.
and he kills it in this. Like his
He's
like
charismatic as fuck.
he really is, and I feel like he steals the show in a lot of films, especially in his day. And it's just this one especially. Like he drives a film with just how heinous he is, his
He,
character. So
he's really not even on screen all that much
he's
either.
not.
No,
He really
no.
isn't. But he's
Cocteau is more of an element in the film than Wesley Snipes is, up to a point.
yeah, pretty much because he's kind of like he's working in the backgrounds for most of the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love the polite sex request.
Very direct, very straightforward. But like it's just, ooh, this is a very interesting future that we have to look forward to here.
That's
And
because
he's
she don't have to get fucking butter and grease on her hands. That's why you can be
no,
as polite as fuck when you're not in the pizza shop.
That's what I
he's
imagined AOL Instant Messenger chat rooms being like that.
Oh
All
my
the
God.
singles chats.
Yeah.
uh,
I would like to politely ask you. So she obviously gives him a cyber sex helmet, and it doesn't look like they're having sex at all. This looks like fucking the Lawnmower Man.
it
This
was
looks like,
terrifying.
yeah, this is Blue Balls VR shit. Like, this is not fucking.
Well, so my read on that too is like the director did this really odd choice where it's Stallone with his eyes closed and flash back and forth between what he was seeing and then his just like face, and it almost was like, did he come or did he got close, like he had to have, and it's so odd because he kept opening his eyes and then he'd be like, all right, let me get back into it, and it was just like it was so fucking upsetting to watch because the one thing that we didn't touch on, this is my first time watching this movie. Before those who are listening and watching along, like,
Oh,
I've
this
never
is the
seen this
first
movie.
time watch for
This is
you?
the first. This is a first time watch for me.
Shit, I didn't
So
know
like
that.
that's why these things are so fascinating to me. But dude, when she got the fucking helmet on, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna bang to the Love Boat theme. I was like, all right, well, odd choice for the future. She's into that era. She walks out in her nice nightgown, and they put the Lawnmower Man helmets on, and I'm like, ain't no fucking way, dude. But I kept seeing his face. I'm like, oh, did someone be like, Sly, you're having sex? What's your
What's your
face?
sex face?
And he's like, yeah, it's just like, God damn, bro, put that away,
Fuck me,
man.
Mick. Fucking. And I also like when he's like, I like that he's just like when he's just like, I don't know, I thought we were gonna. She's like, ew, exchange bodily fluids. He's like, yeah, boning, the wild mambo, the hunka chunka.
A hunka chunka?
Who the fuck calls it the hunka
What
chunka?
the fuck?
And let Sly ad
1950
lib all
shit?
that.
Listen, I can't wait to go upstairs after we're done doing this and tell Bridget, let's do the hunka chunka.
The hunka chunka.
I can just picture her face.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the Stallone face too. I was like, ugh. Like the fucking Billy Idol fucking schneer. She calls sex the downfall of society. And it's just, and then I love that it's just such a fun, like, that's the right way to do it too. Like, I feel like that's so like it was funny the way they did it, and it didn't seem like stupid, and like I didn't think it was like, it could have been a cringy like scene where they try to do something like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I thought they handled that well, and it was actually really funny. It was actually like a nice little lighthearted part in the film. Hunka chunkas and wild mambos aside. But John Spartan sees that Simon and Cocteau are in on it. He sees the video footage of them, and he's just like, "Oh, okay, they're fucking playing goddamn Phase fucking 10 together." And they go into the fucking underworld with fucking Dennis Leary and the rest of the goddamn fucking HBO half-hour comedy specials. And let me tell you something about fucking rat burgers. They taste like fucking rat. And that's why I like. He's just like, he's so pumped to get a burger from the goddamn
Frida Kahlo fucking lookalike.
Yeah, of fucking the Beyond Thunderdome fame. Fucking, she fucking serves him up a rat burger. He's loving it. And they pretty much tell him like, "Hey, you're fuck. What do you? Why don't you ask him what it is?" They're like, "Oh, it's rat." And he finishes the burger, And then that's when he goes down there and he sees the underworld king, Dennis Leary, he declines. He's like, I'm not the fucking king. I just fucking do what I want to do. And everybody else fucking does what they want to do. And we fucking all go to fucking play on Rescue Me. So it's funny because I was about running my notes. I wrote down he's an underworld leader. And as soon as I typed that out, he's like, I'm not a fucking leader. All right. I don't fucking lead anybody. They follow me. That's your fucking choice. Jack Black, Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
We forgot fucking old Jesse's in this. I would love to fucking Jesse fucking I was in Demolition Man and Wesley's haircut. He's just like that inspired me to just do the skullet. He's like, do you think Arnold would do the skullet? No, it's thin as hell up top. I was a frogman in Southeast Asia, and guess what? I came back. They looked at me like I was lesser man. I could go down there. I could drown people with my bare hands. I couldn't come back and go on Orange Avenue and have a beer. That's the kind of society that was in San Angeles.
That was great.
Well, yeah.
But Cocteau gets fucking killed. He gets whacked kind of unceremoniously, though, right? He kind of like, I feel like they kill him and I fucking died. I popped because I watched this movie a long ass time. I bought the Arrow edition. I watched all the special features and I haven't watched the film in like a while. Shame on me. I didn't check the transfer out. Transfer looks great. Arrow did a great job, but I only watched the special features. I totally forgot after they killed him, they just fucking threw him in the fireman.
They fire him and fucking throw him into the goddamn fire. Like
I laughed so I don't know why I just fucking laughed so fucking hard at that. It killed me. They burn his fucking body in the fireplace. And then we get the showdown with Snipes and Stallone. The long-awaited one. He's uncryogenically freezing all the prisoners and turning it into a fucking legit prison planet. Drops the Dahmer line, which is still like, I think they're just like, who is like someone like hilarious that we could.
Not Ted Kaczynski, I can tell you that. They're going right for fucking Jeffrey Dahmer. It's like, ooh, this guy really does fucking suck.
And
damn.
we get a car chase. We get the big showdown between fucking Simon Phoenix and fucking Captain John Spartan. There is no way that the death of Simon Phoenix was not Mortal Kombat inspired. 100% was, right? We're talking like this is before Mortal Kombat 2 comes out, but the Sub-Zero fatality of freezing a guy and fucking smashing him to pieces. This is one, and Mortal Kombat is obviously like in the news right now. The second movie came out from the rebooted series. Mm-hmm. I just picked up the Mortal Kombat Legacy collection. I've been playing that. I've been Mortal Kombat-ing the fuck out. Shang Tsung was in the Baja recently, actually.
Baja.
We started playing in a pig pen. It was an animality. And we had Vince there, and it was confused sexuality. Anyway, fucking. So he freezes Simon Phoenix and kicks his fucking head off. This looked fucking awesome. They did so fucking well with this. It looks so great, realistic. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know how they did it, but the frozen head looked great. The way it gets kicked off, that whole scene was fucking. I don't even know who did the effects in this. It looked fucking awesome. They did such a great job with that. It was such like a great payoff too.
Yeah, such a great scene. The red like blood, the shattered blood coming out too, and then his head bouncing. It was so sick.
They did such a great job, dude. There's 100% has to be Mortal Kombat influenced, right? Without a doubt.
I mean, it seems like it. It's, they were Sub-Zero fans for sure.
Who wasn't? But yeah, that just looked so fucking great. It was so fun. And it was really, and they come to the conclusion that you can have a little bit of elegance and a little bit of let people do what the fuck they want to do. And even Dennis Leary says it like in there too. He comes at the end and he's got the fucking hair kills me because it's the same hair he rocked throughout the 90s when he was in like the fucking Ref and everything. And they love fucking. What else was Dennis Leary? What else was Dennis Leary in the 90s? I know he was in the Ref with Kevin
Rescue
Spacey.
Me?
Rescue Me, I think that was 2000s for the show. What
2000s,
other
yeah.
movies was he
He
in? I'm
was
trying to remember the movies he was in.
he was in the Thomas Crown Affair with Pierce Brosnan. That's what
Okay.
I know him from.
Oh, Judgment Night, of course.
Judgment Night. Um, wasn't the what's the one too where is it the cop? He's not in the Cops and Robertsons or whatever it's called, right? That's not him in there.
No, no, that's Chevy. Chevy's in that.
Chevy.
Let's see what the fuck.
I feel like he did a lot. Like I feel like it was support roles, kind of like this, where he's like
Right, right.
he's.
He had
But
no
dude,
leads in the besides the ref. The ref was a lead.
you mentioned
Who's the
that.
man? Who's the man?
Who's the man? Who's the man? Okay.
Who's the man? With Ed Lover and the other Dr. Dre.
I love those
Oh,
movies.
the Sandlot. That's right. He played.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's the
Stepdad in
stepdad.
Sandlot.
He's the stepdad. Yeah, yeah.
That might have been the only movie where he wasn't Dennis Leary in.
Correct. Correct. Because dude, he was Dennis Leary in the Thomas Crown Affair because he was the cop and he had some rant about his ex-wife. You know, like there's just the
Yeah.
token fucking spiraling off for a fucking minute or whatever.
Loaded Weapon 1, Judgment Night, The Ref, Operation Dumbo Drop.
Oh shit, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Was that with Danny Glover too? Was in Operation
yeah,
Dumbo
D
Drop?
Gloves.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
But he was in Wag the Dog. He was in a bunch of Small Soldiers. He
Fuck yes,
voiced
he
one of the
was.
guys.
No. Dennis Leary was the leader of the Globex Corp. He was the military guy who like came in, who took over the Globex.
Oh, that's
Globex.
right.
Not Globex. But yes, he was the guy that
That's right.
essentially
That's
was
right.
like, these got to be fucking cool. These got to kick ass. Kids want, like, and he goes into the whole thing. He's like, Gorgonites, what is this shit? They got fucking eyeballs. Like he goes, that whole thing, bows and arrows. He wanted the Commando Elite. He's responsible for the Commando
That's
Elite.
right. I also wish that Dennis Leary played himself. He's like Dennis Leary's like Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob Thornton's playing Billy Bob Thornton in whatever movie's in. I wish Dennis Leary did play Dennis Leary in The Sandlot because that would have been
hilarious. Yeah, I'm fucking your mom. What are you gonna do about it? Here's the thing about fucking moms. Like he goes.
You want to take the fucking ball that's fucking signed, you want to fucking hit it over the fence, and you can't get it from the fucking dog, and you can't talk to the fucking blind guy to get the fucking ball back. We got a fucking problem. And then you can't fucking go out and you can't fucking chew a bunch of Copenhagen and fucking puke with your friends on the fucking Ferris wheel, and we're gonna fucking do that all day. That's like Dennis Leary. Actually, his stand-up I loved as a kid.
Great.
And I can't remember. I think it was an HBO special. He smoked fucking 40 cigarettes on that fucking special. Just at least.
Motherfucker stinks. That motherfucker stinks.
But yeah, we get like a good ending where they say, hey, we can have a little bit of good, a little bit of fucking normal, old normal or whatever. So that's the film, man. I think where do you guys rank this in Stallone's catalog? I don't think this is one of Stallone's greatest films, but it's super fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Definitely
tough.
fun.
I mean, they have so many good ones. It's like you kind of just lump them all in together, and they're not bad. And they are good. They're not like, it's probably not his greatest, but I think this gets pushed by Snipes as well. Like I said, his character I just love so much.
If Snipes is in it, I think it's a lesser film. If Snipes isn't in it, I think
Yeah,
for sure. And I wonder too, like you mentioned, like the screen time thing, just very briefly. I know like some actors that do have a bit more of ego. If there's a particular star that's opposite them, kind of like with the Seagal thing and Out for Justice.
Yeah.
Like you need to be in this film less. So they remove him from certain things because Snipes does steal the fucking show. So I'm wondering if I don't think there's any merit to this, but like, I don't know if Stallone has that ego where it's like Snipes is straight up killing it movie. He's got to be in this.
I don't want him to outshine me honestly, there might be some merit to that because I really do think it was noticeable, and let me you guys tell me, it was kind of noticeable that he stole the scenes when he was in there, but he wasn't in there as much as I remember him being in there. He's the artwork star. He's the star of the artwork with Stallone.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a 2-hour movie. He's in it maybe 24 minutes. Maybe.
It's I wonder, I mean, Stallone definitely has an ego. I think he's admitted that. I think all those guys, Arnold, Jean-Claude, all those guys, maybe all of the exclusion of Seagal, have eased up on their ego as they've gotten older. And they've been like more like forthcoming and take the piss out of themselves and each other, i.e. the Expendables movies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Snipes is just he really is. I mean, and you see movies like White Man Can't Jump, and then you see what he did with the Blade series. It's
Oh, yeah.
really no surprise because, and honestly, he kind of fucking stole the show in the first two Major League films too.
Yes, he did. I
Willie
would
Mays
agree with
Hayes.
that as well. And it's again another thing where it's like limited screen time. It's got to be focus. Got to be on Tom Berenger.
Yep.
Obviously, like I don't know. There might be something to that between like those movies where it's like Wesley Snipes is undeniable, and y'all are just denying him. It's
No,
crazy.
for real. He's a man, a huge fan, as we all are. We also, if you're hard up for us to talk more Wesley Snipes, listen to our Passenger 57 action movie Syndicate. We did that one. That was fucking fun as well. All right, boys. This will just about do it. This was super fun. Super fun to talk about Demolition Man. I'm excited to see what we do next. Hope everyone on the YouTube universe enjoys this. I'm gonna put it up a little later in the week. You can check us out at Heart Guide Media on Instagram. Links are all there. We're on Spotify. You can listen to the audio version of this podcast. And then on the YouTube channel where you're watching this currently, you can also check out all the videos that we post weekly. A couple of videos a week. You'll see what we like, you see what you or see what we're like, see what the content's like. Check it out. Give us a follow. Give us a subscription by subscribing, hitting the little button, the little notification button, all the bells, the whistles, the ins and the outs, everything to make the YouTube channel keep growing. But at Heart Guide Media everywhere. Check us out, boys. Thank you again. The Action Movie Syndicate, strong as ever and very fun to do this shit with you boys. And we'll be back. And maybe we should do a rank episode where we rank the greatest action movies of the 80s. And we do like a tier list. We pull up here and we do like the S tier, A tier, B tier,
Yes.
C tier.
That'd
that's-
be awesome.
That'd be an episode.
Jesse and I have to come with better mustaches, though. Apparently,
Yeah, we're fucking. I was rocking a semi.
I have such bad
mustache.
facial hair, but if I know it's happening, I'll
You
try
can
to
grow a stash though.
do it.
I tried growing a stash, and it was
Oh,
actually
yeah.
coming in pretty good.
Really?
And we were going to a wedding, and I was like maybe 17 days no shave, and it was starting to look a little bit. It was
Oh, yeah.
looking. It was looking better than like I just had like fucking like soy sauce on my upper lip. It was looking really good.
I witnessed it.
And
Yeah.
Oh, dude, is there any pictures to commemorate said stash?
there
growth?
is one picture. It does not the best lighting. I will send it in the group text.
Oh, I'm not.
but-
I got to see this.
but-
I wish I had your guys' I mean,
Yeah,
I'm an
you
old
guys grow
man.
strong.
I'm an old man and I can't grow a mustache.
Yeah, they're coming strong. These fuckers are eating their vittles and fucking,
Yeah,
fucking
Vittles.
skip me.
zinc, magnesium, everything. I'm
It's
fucking.
The Raisin
Yeah.
Bran.
It
Dude.
skipped me in my family. My brother, my father, not me.
Yeah, we're gonna come. We're gonna try to come harder with the stashes because you boys held it
Oh,
down.
yeah.
That's for sure. But all right, boys, this has been a fucking pleasure. A lot of fun. Check us out. Give us a subscribe on the YouTube channel and on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast. At Hard Guy Media on Instagram. Let us know you're listening, and thank you for watching Sight and Sound Podcast, Heart Guide Media YouTube channel. Check it out.